What's up everyone, I hope everyone's had a good start to the year. Today on my channel we're going to start off by taking a look at what I'm going to be using to create in 2021. Of course I love my digital gear, but film photography is having a bit of a resurgence. I'm going to be rolling with a mix of both this year, and we're going to start by going over my digital gear. First, we're going to be taking a look at the camera I use to film everything. That's going to be the Sony A7 III. I have the box right now because it's what I'm using to film this video. It's what I use to film everything. I love this camera. It's a full frame camera, 24 megapixels, 120 frames per second, slow motion. Pretty much has everything you need in a mirrorless camera today, and I use a battery grip on it personally. Some people like to keep their kit smaller. I personally like longer battery life. So next we're going to be talking about the lenses I use. I keep 2 lenses in my bag at all times. These are really the only 2 lenses that I personally need for everything that I do. First is going to be my main lens. It's the Tamron 28-75 f2.8 lens. I really think that this lens is the best one out of the options, especially at its price range. I think I got it for $6.99 on sale. I like to shoot a lot of portraits, and I do a lot of videos, so with the wide aperture I think it really gets you that creamy bokeh and the nice depth of field that you need to shoot portraits. But I keep this lens on my camera at all times. And the other lens that I use is going to be the Sony Fe 1.8 50mm. Same kind of thing for this one. I really only use this lens to shoot portraits, although it does come in handy for videos sometimes, especially when you're in a low light situation. This is the mic I use. It's the Rode Videomic Pro. It takes one 9-volt battery. It has multiple decibel levels on the back. Probably the best on-camera mic that money can buy that doesn't require an XLR input, considering the fact that it just plugs in right through a 3.5mm jack. And I mean, this mic pretty much does everything. The only downside to it is that you always need to have an extra 9-volt battery on you. Moving on to what is more of the interesting thing right now. This is my film camera. I use a Pentax Spotmatic. I actually got this at an estate sale last year. I'm the second owner of this camera. The first owner actually was overseas in Japan. He was on R&R from Vietnam in I think 68 or 69, and he bought this right from a camera store in Japan. So he was a battalion photographer in the Vietnam War. If this camera could talk, right? I mean, this thing has probably seen some incredible things. I got it for about 100 or 150 bucks. I got it with 4 lenses. The 2 main lenses I really like to use on this thing are the 55mm and the 28mm lens. As far as film stocks go, I've shot on Kodak XR100 before. I've shot Kodak Ultramax, Portra 400, all those kind of film stocks. There's so much film out there that I feel like it could be changed every time you shoot. So right now I have 3 rolls of Superior 400 that I'm going to look to fill up. Last but not least, I think we're moving on to my favorite thing that I have in my kit, and the thing I'm most excited to use this year. It was actually a Christmas gift from my lovely girlfriend. She got me a Gaff XL 415 Super 8mm camera. If you use Instagram, I'm sure you've seen the Super 8mm filter. It takes 8mm film. Every roll of film gives you about 3.5 minutes of footage. I haven't used it yet, but I am very excited to use it. I really do enjoy shooting film because it makes you slow down, it makes you think about what you're doing. I don't know, it's just it's a great feeling. And I mean, listen to this thing. Incredible. I'd also be remiss if I did not mention my actual camera bag. It's the Lowepro Flipside 300 AW. I wanted a bag that was light enough to travel but heavy enough to carry all of my gear. All my gear fits comfortably in this bag, and I wanted a bag that wouldn't necessarily break the bank. I feel like this bag does everything it needs to do. If you do like how the video looks, that is everything that I'm going to be using. Everything that I'm going to be using to create in 2021. If you have any questions, feel free to slide in the comments. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. And then I'll see you guys next week. Peace.